one death equals one Big Mac. You know, I thought the other challenges were going to be kind of intense, you know, like whether it be like the sour candy or the hot chip or stuff like that. But I honestly think that this is going to be the most intense to date. Because the thing about me is that I never really ate a lot, right? I would always be a guy who I would eat whatever mom made. Whether it be sausages, if she was going on a vegan thing and she wanted to make vegan meals, soups, whatever it was, you know, like I never had a diet. I would always just eat whatever she made. And the thing is that I've never eaten a lot either. Like back in the day when I was younger, I used to be like almost obese actually. When I was, I'd say around like 9 to 13, 14. And back then, I would always eat like a bunch of sweets, or like I would have sodas and stuff like that. Like it wasn't like I would eat a lot. It's just that the stuff that I would eat was like junk food, you know? So the thing is that recently with the challenges that we've been doing on the channel, right? The hot chip, the sour candy, all that stuff, it made me think like what could be the next level up? And that's when it came to me. I was like, what if I did one death equals one Big Mac? So just go to McDonald's, get 10 Big Macs. Each of them is what, 800 calories? And then if I die a bunch of times, I'm literally forced to eat Big Macs until I want to puke, you know? I mean, I'm not going to puke on camera, but I'm just saying, like, the visualization is there. Because the thing is, I've been having a lot of fun with these challenges. And it's not just because of the challenges themselves, because the challenges themselves, they're kind of whatever, right? Like, for me, it's just like, oh, you know, like, whether it be a sour candy or hot chip, it's like, okay, cool. But what I enjoy is just, like, the feeling of thinking, you know, like, what's next, of making the video, of setting up the videography, you know, like, all that stuff is very fun for me. It's extremely fun, because it was never an approach that I ever had with anything before, you know? With YouTube or with Twitch, I was never sitting there and actually thinking about like different camera angles or like lightings or anything like that. It would just kind of be like I would go live and that would be that, right? That's why like thinking up all these new ideas of stuff that I can do, and like I have like an idea as well. So before we actually go and get the Big Macs, that's not actually the first stop. The first stop is I need to stop off at a department store. So that I can get a table, because I was just like thinking to myself, I was like, you know, I kind of want to level up these videos. I don't just want them to be like boring. I don't want them to be like cringe, right? So I was thinking, you know, like what if I got a table and I actually made it so that the whole preparation, everything is done around this table in my room, so that it actually gives more of, I guess, like a professional feel. But yeah, so some of you might be wondering, you're like, bro, where are you, you know? Because up to now, the video intros have been filmed in like, starting off in like my gym parking lot, going from the gym. But today I actually didn't even work out. It was supposed to be a chest day, but I took the day off. And the reason why is because my girlfriend's actually flying back to Germany today for about 10 days. Because she's been in Canada for like 2 weeks now, and she has to just like head back for a little while so that she can take care of a bunch of stuff. So she's going back to Germany right now, just to spend like a little bit of time there so that she can kind of take care of like a bunch of things. So that's why I drove her back to the airport today, and now I'm just heading back on the way to the department store and then going to the McDonald's right after. But you know, it's kind of interesting because like when you spend all day with someone, you know, like they're there with you 24/7, right? Apart from when I'm streaming or at the gym, it feels like you really have like a person that's always there, right? And that's why it's like the next 10 days are going to be like, I guess, interesting for me, because I have a bunch of like big projects coming up that I've been wanting to really dedicate time to, and really dedicate time on working on. But it's kind of like having to kind of set up everything over the last like little while, and always having like things I need to go out and get before stream, or like things I need to do after stream, right? Stuff like that. It just makes it so you have less time, right? And even these like YouTube videos, right? Because I'd be recording these videos before my streams, and I've recorded 3, right? So it's like 3 days where I had to delay my stream start by like 3 hours because I was like doing all that stuff. So it's really been like, it's been super hectic recently, you know, just like running around, always having like this place I need to do this, that place that, you know. And now it's just going to be good for me because for the next 10 days it can really be just like, all right, I recorded these 4 videos and I don't need to worry about any challenge videos for a little while because we're not posting these the day that I record them, right? Like the day that I recorded this is the day right after I recorded the sour candy challenge. But you guys are probably only gonna see this video posted maybe a week and a half after I recorded, right? So by now maybe I'm already done with like my tournament, for example, that I'm gonna be starting to cast in 4 days. So it's just gonna be, I guess, like kind of good for me that now that I kind of got everything out of the way, all the setups and everything, then now I can really just sit here and focus on like, you know, focus on the streams. Because the thing about me is that when it comes to my streams, right, a lot of you watching from YouTube, you don't watch them. And I'm not saying that as like a bad thing, right? It's just that a stream is like, you're sitting there for like 8-9 hours, and a YouTube video, you're just putting it on like, maybe half an hour right before bed or something like that, which like is what I do as well with YouTube, right? But the thing is that for me, streaming was always my life. I would wake up in the morning, and for years it would be wake up, stream, or wake up, workout, stream. That was my day. And going out with friends wasn't something I ever did, you know. Maybe I'd meet up with a friend once every 2 months. Maybe I'd go out maybe once every 4 or 5 months, but like it would never be anything near often, right? Like especially when I'm at home, because when I'm abroad, you know, maybe once in a while with the group that I'm with, like we might go out here or there, but at home it's really just like I stick to myself, right? And the thing is that I find comfort in that, you know, being able to just kind of sit there and just be live with the stream and just playing video games for like 9-10 hours and chilling with that, because that's what I was used to for so long, you know. And the thing about it is that it wasn't just like streaming was like a time commitment, you know. It wasn't just like, oh, you know, like he would just stream all day. It was like I would actively choose not to do other things in favor of streaming, whether it be like being invited to like go out to an event with a few friends and saying, oh, you know, my streams haven't been that long the past few days, so I'm just gonna do that instead. Or whether it be that my family would invite me to, I don't know, watch a show with them at night, and I'd be like, you know what, I'm just gonna stream. Or even like things like relationship wise, you know, where I'd be in these like kind of, I guess, toxic talking stages, and then I would just like end them like that because I realized it was affecting my mood, which was affecting my stream. And I said, like, you know what, I'm not gonna have that, so I would just cut it off, right? But my stream for me was always like my number one, you know. It was always just like everything for my stream. And that's why recently, like, even though I haven't been able to put in the same amount of hours, right? Because I haven't been, because I have like a bunch of things I need to be doing. I have a bunch of like other time constraints I'm holding up to. It's like now, instead of it being that I'm giving my all to my stream in the amount of hours, it's kind of like in the amount of energy that I'm putting in, you know? Setting up the tournament that I'm setting up, which is going to be like almost every NA streamer, and they're going to be competing head to head for like a chance to win $10,000. And I wasn't able to find a sponsor for that either, so it's like $10,000 out of pocket, right? And then you have to factor in the production fees as well, and then the costs like make the website, you know, all that stuff. So it's just like lot of effort commitments, right? Because you need to find all the players and everything. Then a lot of micromanaging as well, where you have to sit there and you have to manage like timetables. You have to think, okay, who's playing who, finding a setup that works best for everyone. And then also, you know, then the production costs, and sitting there and putting the money commitment in as well, you know. But the way I see it is, if I was working a normal job, then would I be putting in any real more effort or any less effort than what I'm putting in now for my streams? Because I always felt like one of the big problems with streamers is that they get to a point where they are just too privileged. Like, you're gonna sit there as a streamer, And you're going to be able to go live like when you want, for how long you want, doing what you want, you know? And you can always make money off it, you know? It's like that's your career. But then one of the issues is that when you get too caught up in that, it's almost like it becomes a bit too easy, you know? And I'm not saying that streaming is necessarily easy, right? Because first off, to make it to the top is insanely hard. And then to also have to like constantly deal with like I guess like negativity or like hate comments or like people that will be attacking you, right? It's like a very mentally draining thing. But physically it's not very demanding. And most of the time the work that you put in is like not the hours that you're gonna stream, but just more so the effort that you're gonna be putting in to make sure that the thing that you stream is gonna be hype, right? So it's gonna be the whole searching for collabs or finding new ideas or stuff like that. And that's why now recently, now that I've had, I guess, like less hours to commit to streaming, I still want to put in the same level of effort, right? So that's why, even though I stream less hours, it's like now that the hours I do stream, I'm trying to like make sure that I'm finding like new cool events I can do and all this stuff. And that's why with the next year of like League content creation especially, I'm already thinking up many different ideas for like different challenges and different like races and tournaments and all that stuff that all the big names and NA you can compete in, that will be insane for audience outreach, for like hype between viewers and all that stuff. So it's just like kind of fun for me now that I'm able to really sit here and kind of like focus on all that and really like micromanage all that, because it's like I said in the last video, you know, I always viewed the social scene as like a land to be conquered, right? Like you have the social scene, right? And it's almost like your stream is your kingdom, your YouTube channel is your kingdom, and you're just trying to like grow it. And each successful account, each successful platform is like a different town in your kingdom, right? And that's one of the reasons why now it's fun for me that I can actually really sit here and like focus on growing those kingdoms and really turning this into something crazy. Because at the end of the day, life's a game, you know? And it's just about finding what kind of game you want to play. And for me, the kind of game that I always wanted to play was like an upgrading game, you know? It was a game where I sit here and I try turning myself into the best version of myself possible. Upgrading my career, upgrading my physique, upgrading my, I guess even like my way of thinking, right? My morality, my views, my way of being, right? Just always kind of leveling up. And the fact that now I'm able to really sit here and be in a position where I have a large enough following that I can go and I can like level up in all aspects is very, very fun for me, you know? Because at the size that I'm at, all it takes is a good idea and the idea will take off, you know? It's not like when you're a small YouTuber or streamer and you're like, oh, but what if I have a really good idea and no one sees it? It's like, no. Now it's at a point where it's like I will always hit recommendation pages and I will always like be on people's like up next, right? So as long as the idea is solid and as long as I have good content being produced, then there will always people that will be there that are able to like blow it up, so to speak, right? Kind of like how you already have all the kindling set up and now you just need to light the match and let it burn, you know? But it's like, how strong is your match that you're gonna light? See what I'm getting at? But yeah, it's just crazy to think, because sometimes I really do go back, you know? And I look at high school and my high school experience, you know? And I'm not saying it was a bad high school experience, but what I will say is it was a very secluded one. Like, I would have friend groups, but I would never be like in with the friend groups, right? I would always kind of be the guy who you wouldn't mind if I was around, but you wouldn't invite me out, if that makes sense. And I would have friends, but it's like we wouldn't really hang out every day after school or anything like that, you know? So my high school experience really was just go to school, maybe talk to a few people and chill, ask some weird questions during my classes, and then just go home, play League 8-9 hours, you know? And to think that now it's at a point where I used to be in a position where I would just kind of be like alone doing my own thing and just chilling, to now being in a spot where nowadays I'll be like, oh, I'll just like hit up Tarzan and like ask him if he wants to duo today, you know? But then it's like there's that other part of me that's like, 5 years ago you're watching a montage of Tarzan saying this guy is like God's gift to earth when it comes to the jungle role, you know? So it's just like kind of crazy to think how things do change, you know? And I'll never forget something. I remember at one point when I was a nobody in the scene. And when I say nobody, I mean like 14 years old, 0 followers, like no platforms whatsoever, no social medias, just like playing League, right? I remember that sometimes I would have this like little list of people, right? And this like little list of people that I had was just a list of people who it's like, who every little once in a while I would check out their tweets, right? Because I thought they were interesting. And I remember that one of the guys whose tweets I would always check, his name was Fatalas. And keep in mind, he wasn't like a big name either. You know, he was maybe like 1,000 followers on Twitter. But I always found like his tweets to be very interesting, right? Because there was a lot of stuff about introspection and like, he was really good at League. He was like an EUS player, right? And one of the tweets I remember him saying was a quote from someone else. I forget who. But it was, work until your idols become your rivals. And sometimes I really do think back to that tweet. And I think like, damn, I guess I really did, you know? Like, I guess I really did put in all those hours, all that effort, all those different social medias, all those platforms. And I really did my best to grow. And I got to that point, you know? Like, to really be able to sit there and say, I did it. And the crazy thing is, it's like, yeah, sure, I might have done it. But do I feel like I made it? No. Do I feel like I have a lot more to give? Yes. Do I feel like I'm even at 5% of my limit, of my potential? Where I could say like, you know, I've really given everything? Not even. Because I really do feel like I have so much more that I have left to give. And that's pretty much it for now. So I'm not too far away from the department store where I can get my table. So I'll probably show you guys little things of like walking around and stuff like that. And we'll record next when we're on our way to the McDonald's. Just pulling into the McDonald's now and about to do the big order. And also, if you're wondering why there's a random big thing here, it's because we're gonna be setting up like a what's the word, like a shelf thing in the basement, and I had to go pick that up as well as the desk. So let's just say my car is a little full right now. Just say that. Hi, how much is a Big Mac?
There's a Big Mac?
Yeah.
It's $7.
Okay, can I have 10 of them?
10?
Yeah.
You want 10 Big Mac?
Yes.
That's it?
Yep.
Chicken window, thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, listen. Trust me, if I was working at McDonald's and someone said they want 10 Big Macs, I wouldn't believe it either. Next one? Okay. Thanks. Yep. Thank you. Okay. So, there it is. 10 Big Macs. So, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna get home. It's time to set up the challenge. Alright! What's up, YouTube? And welcome to the new setup. So as you guys saw earlier in the video, we did buy a new table, which is why now we actually have more of a professional looking setup for the actual setup of the challenge. So without further ado, without further delays, let's get right into it. The challenge today is 1 death equals 1 Big Mac. So I went to the McDonald's drive-thru earlier, and I bought something I honestly thought I would never buy in my entire life. 10 Big Macs. So I'm going to take everything out for you guys right now. I'm hoping that it doesn't get to the point where I actually have to eat all of them, because I was talking to my dad, and even my dad was looking at me and he was like, you're going to get like health problems if you actually have to eat all that. But I told him, I was like, listen, at the end of the day, we got to make the YouTube challenges interesting today. So it's got to be done. 10 Big Macs. 10. And just to prove the authenticity, right? I'm just going to grab one at random here and show it up to the camera. Right there. A McDonald's Big Mac. So, since the intensity of this challenge is kind of insane, considering the fact that 1 Big Mac equals almost 1,000 calories, and I have eaten a little bit today, not much, but I've had maybe around like 1,500 calories throughout the day. We're going to make sure that the wheel of chance over here reflects that. So, in a normal challenge, right, most of the time, what I do is the amount of chances to get high-low counts is usually very high. Today, it's going to be a lot lower. Because if I have to play in a high-low game and I get something like 6 or 7 deaths, I'll be passed out on the floor dying. So what we're going to do is we're going to make it so that since the intensity of today's challenge is, I would say, a 10 out of 10, we're going to make it so there's only 2 chances to get high-low. So we're going to be using the blue color today to dictate high-low. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make it so that medium elo is over here on the reds. So 4 out of 10 chance. And then what I'll also do is I'll make it so that medium elo can also be found on the purple ones too. Just to give it a bit more of a chance. So a 6 out of 14 chance. And then finally, low elo is going to be on the green, yellow, and pink, which means that we have an even chance of having to play on a low elo count as we do a medium elo count. So now to make sure that you guys know that it is all authentic, the first spin of the wheel will be the elo of the account we will play on. So without further ado, oh, I forgot to mark that. Alright, low elo it is! Nice! So honestly, very happy for that. The reason why I said that's low elo is because the other pink one is low elo as well. I just forgot to mark it. But I'm actually really happy about that, because honestly, if we had to play on a high elo or even a medium elo account, let's just say it would have been a bit rough. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to get right into the challenge. So I'm going to transfer all the Big Macs. I'm going to put the water bottle off to the side. Honestly, I'm going to leave them all right here, because I don't need to bring them on my desk. I'll put them all here for you guys, just so you can see it. And what I'll actually do is I'll unbox every single one, just so you can all verify that these are authentic Big Macs and not like cheating by having like the Big Mac box and like a hamburger or something like that, right? So Big Mac 1 right here. I'll actually run downstairs really fast and get a plate. Hold up. So we're going to be taking out each and every single Big Mac, showing it up to the camera so you guys can verify that it is in fact a Big Mac, and then just popping it on the plate. So that's 1, that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, and that is 5. So now that we have the first 5 set up, time for the next 5. That's 6, 7, that's 8, that's 9, and finally, that's 10. 10 Big Macs. So just to show it up to the camera, 10 massive Big Macs. Without further ado, let's get logged on. Let's get the game set up. Let's get right into the challenge. Alright, so we are on the account, and I tried finding one that had low elo MMR, and turns out that, well, I'm actually playing in about mid-diamond, so it should be interesting. Now, I know normally for these challenge videos, I don't drink any water, but the reason why I didn't do that for the sour candy or for the hot chip challenge is because that was an intense taste. Since this challenge is more of an eating challenge, I will allow myself to drink stuff, so I'm going to run downstairs really fast. I'm going to fill up my jug full of water, and then I'll also get some kind of soda because I watch all these, like, YouTubers like Matt Stoney and stuff that eat all this food and they always have soda with them. So maybe that'll help me a little bit if I do end up dying a lot. So, gonna get that and then we'll get right into it. Alright, so looks like the team comps are locked in. The enemy team is playing a heavy CC comp this game, so I think I'll definitely have to run Conquer. Because if I get chain CC'd with Face Rush, I do not feel like dying a lot. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. So we do have our big water jug halfway filled up, so it should be enough. And I was looking for soda, but the thing is that my mom bought a bunch of these like stevia soda kind of things. So I got cream soda and cola. So it's not actually like sugar Coke, it's more like I guess like a healthy alternative, so to speak. Oh god. So I know I said I'd be doing this challenge in low elo. And turns out that, of course, I chose the one account that's D1 Masters MMR. Well, looks like medium elo won. I'm going to be honest. Oh, God, this is going to be rough. This is going to be rough. The thing is that this is like the other challenges I had done. It's like, sure, they were hard, but there were still like times where I was saying to myself, yeah, maybe I should die a few times for content. But this challenge, honestly, I really don't. If I can end this game deathless, that would actually be ideal. Because each Big Mac is like, how many? What are the nutrition facts on that even? I mean, it's like, it's so many calories and everything. This game, I gotta be tryharding, because my body is not meant to hold that many Big Macs. Alright, so it looks like Malphite's invading me level 1, which I really don't like, because, again, I can die. I don't know why this guy's doing this. Whatever. I'm not gonna let the buff reset, though, just because I don't need to. The good news is Malphite just kind of trolled his lane off that, which is, like, complete fine, and I managed to get my blue star as well. But I mean, if the enemy's already messing with me and it's not even 1 minute into game, I'm not liking this. So I'm going to assume that Nico probably did either like solo Raptor start or maybe even like blue start or something. I'm just hoping she doesn't invade me, because if she invades me and Malphite's invading me, then the enemy team playing around me the entire game is really what I don't want. Especially considering this is the hardest challenge we've ever attempted on this channel so far. Okay, so it looks like Bard's leaving lane. There is a high chance I do get invaded here. If I see anyone show on vision, I'm just going to run. Looks like they opted to do mid-roam though, so it's not too bad for me. Oriana doesn't even die either. That's huge. I don't want to use my spike because I want to save it for bot crab so I can actually like contest them on this and then maybe even get some kills. Because if I can get an early lead, that would be massive for me. Okay, so Nico does gang top. Mid is looking kind of gankable as well, I'm not going to lie to you. Perfect. Okay, not bad. So now what we're going to do is we're just going to check Crab. Sure, he took it. Not bad. Okay. So now it's good. I can just play for my reset. I don't want to get my Ionian boots this game because I want to play for Merc Shads versus that comp. And I think I also want to get Divine Sunder as well. So I think I'll get an early Dorans, honestly. Just so I can get as many combat stats as possible to further reduce my chance of dying. Okay, so now we're just going to do Gromp. If I get an opportunity to gang top here, then I'll take it, but I don't think I will, honestly. If I try ganking top, Malphite just presses Q on me, runs away, and there's nothing I can do. I'd rather just opt for like full clears, play for dragon, stuff like that would be a lot better. Oh, this might be our first fight of the game. I think we just let this drop though. Let it drop, let them waste their time. I'm just gonna clear Krugs and maybe I could enter after. Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, my adrenaline's actually like racing a little bit this game. Because dying this game would actually be like so awful. If I can get Dragon and the Crab though, that's level 6, so that's actually massive for me. It looks like Nico actually took my blue this game, so I think what I'll probably do is I'll probably just like... Probably just gonna like take the top to bot full clear again. I mean, listen, losing my blue for getting a dragon, that's actually really worth for me. I'll take it. So Nico gangs top, but she uses Herald, so I think I'm just going to take that as an opportunity to secure the Herald. Secure this objective, and it should be massive for me. Oh, God. Yeah, I'll just rotate on him. Oh, my God. Holy dude, thank God my Twitch actually tanked that for me. If Twitch hasn't tanked that for me, it would have been so awful. Nice, and my balling gets a double kill. Huge. Well, the good news is right now it's looking like this game is actually looking super good. 10 minutes in, so I haven't died a single time. So let's just say my my inner health is in good shape right now. I think Malphite used his ult to go in on the Chondo, but bro, the problem is even if I decide to gang top right now, how am I ever gonna kill Malphite? Like, nice. I'm gonna just look for this here. As long as she doesn't have ults, perfect. Huge shutdown. Oh, this isn't in tower range. I'll actually take it. It was! No! Oh my. Okay. Well, first Big Mac of the game. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if it's just because I got older, but I swear when I was a kid, Big Macs used to taste better. Alright, that's one Big Mac down. And hopefully, 0 more to go. I'm feeling good though. Even though we just ate 1, not feeling full at all. Feeling kind of good actually. I just want to play with this crab and then I can get the Herald. Because the thing is, the enemy Nico is buying right now, so if I can use that as an opportunity to actually get the Herald here, gonna be huge. It looks like she is rotating up though, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna try contesting this. I just want to get this. I don't want to go in because I don't want to die. We secure the Herald, that's good enough. We don't have to go in after that. Oh, what's going on balling? If Twitch gets a double, that's worth. I'll take it. Nice. I don't really want to fight. I kind of just want to take the wave and then Herald open the mid tower. Because this is huge for us. It opens up so much like opportunity on the map and a lot of gold out of it too. Yeah, so now we can just go mid soon and then we get a free play off and we're good. I think the reason why drinking like a carbonated drink when you're trying to consume large amounts of foods, by the way, is like good for consuming more food, is because I think the bubbling does something in your stomach that makes it feel like less full, or maybe I'm completely talking on my ass here, but I think it has something to do with that. Alright, enemy is all buying, so that means I take mid wave and we play for the mid tower. It's a cannon wave too. That's like, with the turret, probably about 400 gold for me. Absolutely massive. I could try for the dragon here, but the problem is if they run straight at me out of base and I don't have Twitch, I'm just dead. So I have to play smart and I have to just recall. I can keep chasing this, honestly. Yeah, I just want to hex get out because I think Ezra was like coming on the flank there. So I didn't want to just like give him a free kill. Well, the good news is it's looking like some pretty flawless gameplay up to now. So not too worried about it. I was worried that this challenge would be like the hardest I'd ever have to complete if I got to like 6-7 deaths, but up to now it's almost like I'm wishing that I die so I can get some more calories in, you know what I mean? Like that's where I am mentally right now. Alright, we're just gonna run in now. Nice. I'm pretty sure that's Nico, so I'm just gonna... Oh, she missed all her abilities, so I can kill. If I could get this too, it's massive, but if I die to Malphite, I'm gonna be so angry. Nice. I saw him grab the crab now, reset, and then get Spirit Visage components. Perfect. Well, guys, I'm gonna be honest, it's looking pretty good for us right now. The game is looking quite chill. Just gonna run straight in, and I don't think we can actually ban those, so I won't play for that. Kinda just want to play for my item power spike now. Team really wants to play Baron, don't they? Okay, we'll see. Nice. So all I gotta do is reset. We got Spirit Visage, and now, hey, let's just say I don't think we're gonna be dying anytime soon. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this game's looking good. No, I'm diving them. I don't care. I'm diving them. I'm pretty sure no, I never die here. I never die here. Give me my penta! Holy. Well, guys, all I'm saying is for all you that were praying on my downfall, hey, looks like you'll all be left quite disappointed. I'm not gonna lie. Looks like you're leaving all a little disappointed, if I might be honest. My build versus that comp is just way too broken. Quadra AP versus a Hecarim that can build Murktide and Sunder and Spirit Visage? Yeah, I don't think you're running this one. Look at how I literally take no damage, by the way. I'm just ghosting for this. Look. No, I can keep going. Wait, I don't have mana! Oh my god.
No mana.
No! Oh my god. Okay. Second Big Mac of the game. My jaws are already starting to hurt. Looks like we're winning though. I'm gonna be honest, thank God we're winning though, because like, oh my god, man. Already 2 Big Macs in? And I swear I was already starting to like feel it. Now I want to have a scout in this tower. I can chase this. Come on. No! Oh my god. Let's speedrun this, Matt Stoney style. Oh my god. Alright. 3 Big Macs. To be fair, I should play on a much lower elo account. So the fact that we're even playing in like Masters is beyond me. But honestly, fun challenge. Fun challenge. I think if I would have had a death count of like 5 or 6, it would have been almost impossible to like get it done. But with a death count of only 3, I can stomach that. Pun intended. But anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you haven't already, because we will be having a lot more of these challenges coming up. If you have any recommendations, be sure to leave them in the comments section. Any comments, I thank that. And yeah, I will see you guys all for the next one. Peace.